Hi all, this is Saronan. I have overall I have 6+ experience in Salesforce platform. Okay. Uh, yeah, Keso mentioned that the flow builder basics, elements, and resources. I am start with a quick, simple Hello World program. I will how to create a Hello World to continue as multiple screen flows we can create in this session. So I will create a simple Hello World program in the screen flow. Are you able to see my screen, right? That's it.
Yes.
Can anyone tell me about any standard way to display hello world message on the home screen? Okay, now I am in home page. Um, okay, we will look into that how to display hello world in the home page. I'm simply edit the page. Now I want to show our hello world message in that on that home page. What are the options without flow to display the message here? Anyone know?
Yeah, we can use a rich text component.
Rich text component, right? So okay, I'm using searching the rich text in the components search. I drag the common right side corner. I type the hello world in the rich text input. You can which font you can want. You can select, and now I select the okay. Okay. Now I save the page. This is a simple without flow to create a hello world. Now come to the scenario. Display login username in greeting message that we created in scenario 1. I want to display who are logged in Salesforce are. They want to in the home screen to display a hello Saronan, hello Keso. Based on the logged in user, they want to display the greeting message. We cannot do in the rich text because that is a static text only you can set in the right. So that's the time Salesforce recommend the next declarative tool is the flow, right? We can uh, uh, go to the flow to create a hello world, the user details. So I will create a one flow for the hello world greeting message, and how look like in the rich text. You can only show the your static text messages. Anyone can log in only show the hello world, the user details based on the logged in user details, username or user email address. uh, uh, you are not able to achieve in the rich text. So right now the next tool, the automation tool, business tool for the flow is next consideration, right?
Screen flow, I guess.
Screen flow.
Why auto launch flow or the record trigger flow not performing this?
Auto launch flow.
We need to give user inputs. Right?
Yeah, we need to show user detail because auto launch flow, Keso mentioned auto launch flow, no uh, like the screen elements not here in the auto launch type. You can play to create a one flow. If you in the system, you can create a new flow to create a one screen flow and one create a auto launch, any auto launch flow, like record trigger flow or not, no auto launch flow you can create. You can see the difference. uh, uh, the some interaction screen, you cannot see the screen element in the auto launcher types. So in home page we need to show some details, right? That is the user interaction. So that time we need to go create a screen flow type, right? If I creating any record trigger or no auto launch flow, no auto launch flow, no trigger means is simple like a function. You can create a multiple uh, uh, you can reusable the flow any reusable that flow in any flow wherever you want. You can reuse like any discount calculation. If you want a discount calculation for any page, you can create a one flow. You can connect that discount calculation flow any wherever in screen flow or I mean record trigger flow. You can call that auto launch flow. Okay, now I can uh, you can see the interaction screen. Only we have two action and subflow, so that is no need. Right now I can create a screen flow type. I choose a screen flow. Also I mentioned all templates. You can see multiple templates here. You can use the templates. It's Salesforce generally available. You can use the discount flow. You can use the general payment link flow. You can click to choose. You can modify that flow. Salesforce offers some uh, uh, templates. So now I can choose the screen flow. uh, I'm going to freeform. Any beginner start with creating a flow, go to auto layouts. It will automatically connect to your elements. Because I started with freeform, the auto layouts comes last year, I think so. I that time only freeform only here. So at the time I tried. So I love to play in freeform. So you can create auto layout, and next flow I will create a auto layout with auto layout too. Uh, um, so now we need to show the hello world in screen. So I am drag the screen element. You can see left side. You can see the components. I think Keso mentioned that those components you can, any components you can want, you can uh, uh, drag and drop to use. In any elements you drag, any elements, any logics, any create records, update records, or any SOQL get records elements you drag, you need to mention the label value or the API name. Because Salesforce understand the element with a unique name. Example, I mentioned the hello world screen. Type the hello world screen, it will automatically populate the API name. API name should not be space hyphen like that. We need to uh, connect the name. If I space, it will throw an error. So it will automatically added that space. Okay. Now we need to display our hello world message. In here, which component we need to drag? Anyone know? Already Salesforce flow developer know about that. I need to show the hello world, right?
Display.
Display. Yeah, right. Please, I mostly I need to cover all the elements here finally. So you can drag and drop and try that how look like the fields and the components. What are the properties showing? You can see the right side. What are the properties? Uh, we need to know about that, right? Right now I am display text enough for our scenario. Okay, I already mentioned, right? any variable, any variable elements if you use, you need to mention the API name. Right now the hello world message, I mention the hello world message. Same like in the, you already seen the rich text, same like it will show in here hello world. Okay, same like I choose 16. You need to select all, it is 16. You can centralize, you can justify, you can add image, anything you want in the display text. Right now I have the static text hello world. I done. We need to connect that element, that is a free form. If you go auto layout, it will automatically uh, connect that element. So we need to connect, save. The hello world flow. You can mention the description. Best practice, you can mention any flow. If you create, what is the flow does, you can mention in the description. You can see multiple flow API versions here. API versions mean not every Salesforce uh, yearly we have 3 release, spring, summer, spring, and spring. So every release sales flow builder, any uh, every release they give a multiple updates in the flow builder. So because the flow is the only way to build automation tool in Salesforce, because for flow process builder already deprecated, so they recommend to go to create a flow builder. So already Keshav mentioned that. So right now I create save. Now I am going to refresh the home page, home edit page. This hello world is rich text. Under the rich text, I will drag my flow. Okay. Why we create a screen flow? We have two answers. In this, if you drag the flow element, it will show only the screen flow uh, type. Uh, type screen flow types only showing here, not the auto launch flow, not the trigger flow showing here, only the screen flow type here. Right now I created the hello world flow. Why hello world is not showing here
Not,
any?
not activate like.
Yes, right. We need to activate the flow. So sorry, where is my flow? Okay. So now I'm activating. That is, yeah. You can see the version 1 activate, because Salesforce Flow Builder is a version control. Right now the version 1 activated. If you want a new I want to update any screen, I want to introduce a new screen, again I am going to save as and activate. So at the time version 2 is activated. So version control all mostly know about that, but some of the people, new people. So I will, what is a version control? Some of the client or some of the feature we develop, at the time client wants to please roll back the previous version. because we developed a lot of things in that flow. We need to uh, roll back. They want to roll back the that screen. So at the time you can activate the version 1, right? I will show how to activate the version 1 and the version 2 in the demo. So now I activated it will automatically version now. You can see the version 1 is activated. If activated version 2, it will show in the version 2 here. Okay. So now we need to refresh because we need to refresh and then will show. I refresh the home page, home edit page. Now we are not saved again. We need to drag flow. Now we can set the hello world flow right here. So you can set the layout one column. Right now we have one column. I think so. Okay, because this the if you drag the flow element here, it will come the 2 column because this is the compact. This is the size of 8 by 4 size. So that's the one column showing here. So now I'm saving. It's saved and go to the back. Um, Now the above one is rich text, right? The below one's the hello world. But you can see the finish button and the hello world flow, right? They don't want the details. So right now, the same as rich text is uh, we uh, we display the hello world again. We flow created the flow, but uh, in the scenario 2 wants to display a greeting message, hello world Saravana. So again I am going to flow. Again I click the screen, display hello world. So in this display text you can see the resource picker. The resource picker, the flow builder, they're giving more API like global variables. So like you can see what the API version or the URL, like you are the domain URL, right? You can get the URL from here, API variable. Also you can uh, flow variable give the current date when the flow run, that current date and the current date time. If flow any error occur at the time, the fault message give that message automatically. You don't no need to worry about the fault message. Where is the error? Some validation rule occur, some error occur in the screen. That time the fault message given value, you can show the different screen to what is the error message. You can we will end of the error handler, we will end of this today or tomorrow. We can show the fault message error screen and the current stage at the interview state, start time. Something we, I think no, and no need to look in too much to the stage and you can, what is the flow current date. If you want the date time right now, you can choose the current date time. Okay, it will automatically comes from. Right now we need to show our user details. Yeah, you can see the user, you can see the system detail. Now I click the user. We need the user. You can see the last name, first name. You can user name also. You can, so right now I select last name. Again you can select first name. You can also copy and control cut and again paste here. You can see now you can um, see the hello world and the static variable hello world. The user first name is the based on the user logged in. It will give the first name and it will give the last name. So now I am doing done. Now you can see right. You cannot save that flow. We need to separate version. We need to save us only because that version one is activated. We need to save us. So if you want to create a new flow, you can choose, but right now we don't need new version. Hello world save. You can see in the left side hello world flow version 2 right now. You can activate it. Now activated. You can come to the uh, home screen. I refresh the home screen. Now we can see the hello world surrounded. If any Salesforce user logged in, it will automatically showing the current logged in username, first name, last name here. So right, in quick recap, I have created the hello world message with uh, dynamic username based on the logged in username detail. Right. So they want to remove the header and the footer. So so how will you achieve in the flow builder? So I will quickly show how to remove. So again it's a change, we need the another version. So I'm going to uh, click the screen. You can see the configuration header. If you want, you can show the header. I removed. So again the configuration footer. You can mention uh, hide, or you can mention any custom label. Before 2 years before I learned at that time, they don't given the custom label. Only the previous means it will label as previous only. The some client wants to display a, I want to done message in done instead of finish. I want to done message. uh, Before 2 years before at the time we cannot achieve the default. Now we can set your own label in here. Now in the screen we don't want the uh, finish, so I hide the all the buttons. Okay, done. Again is we need to save. Think something is okay. Now I refresh the home page again. Yeah. Now you can see the hello world surrounding. Okay. And we can go to flow. What are the elements? We quickly look into the screen elements components here. So uh, you can drag and drop address. It will showing uh, address field. You can address data type. You can Salesforce has a address data type. The address means comes from street, city, postal code, state, and country. You can mention here. If you type, it will stored in that API name. So I will uh, show you how to store, and after that you can data type. You can drag, and you can mention the label API. You can drag the file upload here. You can drag the long text area. So there are multiple components here: name, the number, multi-select pick list. You can uh, uh, select the email field or the display image only. You can uh, multiple components. Also, you can your some uh, I'm not, flow builder do anything. No, that is not right. Some business logics uh, 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 apart from flow builder is not achievable in flow builder. At the time we need to go custom components. Salesforce offer the RA component or LWC component, right? There's some developers know about that. So at the time we need to go with custom components. If you example, if you like time, Salesforce Flow components only offer the date or date type, not the time field. But in our screen, in our custom components, we have a time element. So how I how my flow need to show the custom components. So at the time Salesforce offers, you can embed your custom components in Flow. So right now we don't have a custom component here. Tomorrow we have how to call the Apex classes from Flow and how to embed the custom components in the Flow builder. Tomorrow session we will teach you how to connect. Okay. Um, If anything is not possible in the flow builder, you can embed your custom flows. If anything not possible in the auto launch flow, you can connect your Apex classes through flow, your auto launch flow. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. That is scenario two we have done. So again, I will go to the next simple scenario. Display a new quick contact page on account page. This should take first name, last name, email as the input from user. Okay. Uh, they want a quick contact page in account page. So they want detail first name, last name, email as the input user. I'm going to accounts. I think today. Okay. Right now I'm in the account page. They want a quick contact page. Anyone tell me how to uh, 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 achieve this one without flow builder? Custom components is definitely achieve that without any flow builder, any configuration.
In the related list, we do have contact details, right?
Yeah, right. Because account contact the relationship, because we need to create a new. Uh, some of the clients is a lazy, right? More clicks they don't need. At the time they want quick contact page, not the it's a full detail page, right? Uh, they want a quick contact page in the account page. Uh, they this new page given more detail, name, first name, last name, birth date, city, other, all the things. So they want simple first name, last name with the email, like email. These details they want in the account. So we need to click the new button. We they want a right side. They want a quick contact page. How will you achieve?
We can create another related list of contacts and then put them under the activity timeline or in the Lightning app builder itself,
Okay.
and put the columns, whatever relevant columns we need
Okay.
accordingly.
Okay. You need to. You mentioned you need to drag the contact in the right side, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. But again, we need to click the new, right?
Right, right.
Uh, so
So we have another component called related record
okay.
that we can directly place on this page, and we have to set up the create action configuration for the related
Okay.
record component.
Right. Okay. Uh, now I'm editing. Okay. I go to the this one, right?
Yeah, if you go to the edit page in the account page,
Okay.
yeah, here on the left
Yes.
side, you search for related record. It's
Okay.
the last one. So there we can say
Before we need to choose, we need to create a action, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah. So that's okay. I'm creating a, but I am creating a one action in the account page. Okay. Save. Yeah. Right now, uh, there's some default layouts here. So I'm removing. They want to only the name, first name, and the title. So not first name, last name, email. Right now, I think names alongs with the first name, last. Okay. Save. Again, I refresh the page. Account detail page. Again, I created. Can you help me how to uh, update action here in the account detail page?
Yeah, actually, new
Yeah,
create action we can create from there.
yeah, I have created the contact quick action, but it not show here. Okay, we'll create a new create actions. Okay. I think some things we missed. Okay. Okay. So the standard way you can drag the related record, but another one way you can create a screen flow to uh, uh, you can use the screen elements like the first name, last name, and the email you can use to save over the contact. Okay. Now I created a new screen flow with auto layout. In the auto layout, it's automatically connected, right? Start element end. You can need to plus. In the free form, we need to left side. We have elements. We need to drag into that Canva. But in the auto layout, we need to instead of we need to create click plus. I screen. I click the screen. Okay. Uh, we need to mention quick contact. Okay. You can see the multiple elements already. You know about that. Now the first name is the text, right? So I drag. The right side you can see the label. I quickly mention the first name. The first name is mandatory, or you can mention. Uh, Click out the checkbox. It will show the uh, st- um, mandatory field. Um, Now the first name is the mandatory, not the first name. It will show the last name. Sorry, text last name. Last name is a mandatory for contact, right? So email. Um, you can see the first name is occupy the full of the screen. If you want, you can mention the section. It will section. You can drag and drop the first name inside the section. You can mention the configure column. If you want the column, it will the first name, last name showing the left side and right side, two column. If you want the three column, you need to click the one more add column. So right now, okay. If you want, you can mention the
Can we insert a table like if there are more than 5 contacts?
sorry, can you repeat again?
Can we insert a table format of contact details because if there are more than 5 contacts in a particular account?
Uh, can be more than 5. Yeah, we can choose the data table here. Are you asking the different question apart from this scenario or?
No.
Oh, okay. Uh, no, no. This is the quick single UI screen to save the contact in that particular account. Yeah,
Okay.
I will tell you the end of the this scenario.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. In the email field, you can see the label AP name under disabled. Disabled means it will go the you cannot edit that field. The placeholder, if you want any example, right now is showing u.example.com. So likewise, you can mention your any placeholder here. So read only. Salesforce given option to global constants. If you want, you can use false or true in that global constant. You no need to try true or false here because it throw an error because we need a global constant here. We need to only we need to use this value true or false. Right now again false. If you need record, we need to global constant equal true. But in this text variable, we need to the record text box. Some of the components different from the other components, so we need to mention record global constant dot true. Okay. If any default value, if you given, if you need to given, we need to mention the default value like Saronan dot Tirupati at Southgate dot biz. You can mention it will show here. You can already we have seen that right previous finish. Okay. If you are on a first screen, Salesforce a flow builder not showing the previous button. It automatically removed because that is a first screen. Salesforce no, a flow builder know about that. So if you are on a second screen, that time uh, uh, Salesforce showing the previous button unless you hide the button. So now I rename the finish button to update contact. Okay. Okay. Quick contact page. Again, I activated that flow. I refresh the account record page. Same again, I will drag the flow component in the right side. Any wherever you want, you can drag and drop. So if you drag some default flow set, if you more flows, you need to search or manually select that your yeah. You can see the quick contact page, right? Okay. Now save. No need. Okay, save. Changes saved. Okay, something means. Okay, again. Contact page. Activation. Assign as app default. My app Trailblazer demo. Next, desktop and phone. You can mention where which device you. Okay, that is same. And go to the back again. Right. Okay. Um, right now you can see the quick contact page. Right. Instead of related list, I am clicking the new button. Uh, so I reduce the clicks. They want a quick contact page in the account detail page. So in the flow we achieve. We can achieve in the update action also, but something we missed. We no need to spend more time as well. So because I created a flow. So okay. So now I have entered first name, last name. Because email I already mentioned the default value. I mentioned that value. So that is in. So again I click the update contact. Okay. I think again it comes the home. That is a Salesforce home page. Any uh, any screen flow, if you drag in home page or detail page, wherever, not wherever, in the home or detail page, it will automatically comes from the first screen. I click the update contact, again it comes from the first screen. But contact is created or not, how I will check. I will go to the contact. um, I create the today contacts list view. All contacts, created date today. I think all, I hope all know about the how to create a contacts list view in the list view page. So today, anyone know how uh, the record is not created, right? Anyone know why the record is not created?
We haven't added any create element to
Right.
save in the database. Yeah.
Yeah, because only we are showing the screen element. We are not we not added uh, uh, the create records or update records element. That is commit the database, right? That is a DML elements. We already seen that case. So because this is the data element, these are the data elements. We are not dragged that elements to create records or update records. So only we showing the screen only we are. So um, So what is scenario 4? That is the scenario 4 I have. This page is not creating. Contact should be created when user when clicks the user clicks the finish button. We need to create the contact page. That is a scenario 4. So again, I simply drag the create records. You can already mention any elements. If you drag, we need to mention the label and AP name. I remains the create contact record. Right now we have one contact record, right? We have first name, last name, email, one contact record. If you want to create a multiple contacts, you can go to the multiple. Right now we have one screen UI details, so we need to choose one. You can use all values from your record. Right now we don't have a record. We have a separate two radio button here. Right now we not created any resource variable, right? We have uh, drag the screen element components. So we we are not created any resource variable. So if you create any resource variable, you can use that first radio button, use all values from records. Right now I use separate resources and literal values. So we, we know about the which record I going to create, right? The contact. I'm choosing the contact object. If you want choose it field, it will show all contact fields here. Okay. Right now, first name, right? First name. From where, which value you want to store in the first name? I mentioned in the screen element, screen components, right? You can see the screen components. Once the screen component is created, I already mentioned the API name, right? We need to, that API name is showing here. You can choose the first name. It will store into the contact first name, the right side to left side. Okay. So then again the last name, right? And email. Value. Emails have multiple values right now. Email dot value, that is the class email, that is a value. Okay. Now you no need to manually assign variables. Once the record is created, Salesforce given a unique ID, record ID, right? The 18 digit or 15 digit, right? You already know about that. So if you manually assign variable, if you create a contact, where it will store the contact ID, it is asking. So right now no need to manually assign variable. So Salesforce uh, create a one variable called uh, ID from that name. I will show you. Now I drag the screen again to the create records. Okay. Now you can see the variables, right? I mentioned the contact ID from contact, create contact records. The create contact records means that create record element here. So once the record is created, the contact ID, it will the contact ID store automatically in this variable. So you can use that variable. So uh, the 1 year, 1.5 year before, we need to mention, we need to store a variable to manually assign to, we should be need to store a variable. Uh, uh, in uh, in last I think last year, I think so. I'm not 100% sure. So at the time we given a future to, I have created a new variable uh, for you. If you create a record element or update a record element, it will automatically store your ID in that variable. That is okay. So now again we need to save as, right, because the previous version activated. So version 2 activated. I'm going to accounts detail page. Simply create a new account today. You can see, right? I mentioned Ashok Saravan and update contact. Again, it will come from the home page. But the contact records, we don't have a contact records. We will see the contact. Oh, okay. Contact record is created. Oh, nice. I given the first name, right? First name, last name, contact record created. But we need to know about the uh, user, contact record created or not, right? So we need to edit again the home, again the, sorry, again the, we need to mention the contact is created or not, any or any fault error, fault occur at the time, we need to show the any error message screen, right? So we need to show success screen. I want to show the success screen message. So again, success screen, AP name, then display text. We already seen that. So success message. Okay. The success message contact record is has been created successfully. Right. So which you can choose which font you can want. Big font, centralized. Mention the color. Something else. Just for no need to color, I think so. Okay. Okay. I connected after the create records. What will again save us? The version 3 activated. Go to account page, run demo. Again, I will create a new contact. Okay. Base renamed. Okay. Update contact. Yeah. We can see the contact record has been created successfully. Done. Okay. But still contact records not showing this account. To go to the account, we will see. Yeah. The contact record is created, right? Okay. Now you can know about the what the data element here. What is the uh, uh, behavior of data elements? We can create a standard object or any Salesforce object, custom standard. You can create using the data elements. You can query the data elements. Now the simple example, I have created a screen. I have showing some elements, and in that base I uh, get the value from the element. I have created a new uh, contact record, but I have created a contact record. It has been created successfully, but it will not showing under the account. uh, why? Anyone know about why it's not created under the contact, say, under the account?
Could you repeat your question, please?
We need to associate that contact to the account. Yeah.
Right. We need to associate the account uh, account ID in that contact, right? So we need the basic understanding what is the parent uh, 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 parent and child relationship. In the child, we we have a foreign key, so into the account, right? So someone know about your parent. Right now I have created the start name, first name, start last name, and the email only. We need to mention the account type, particular account ID. Example, I will show how to in the UI level. I will show how to uh, this contacts comes from under that account. I will show you. You can I edit the that uh, last created contact, the Tirupati. So I update the account name Saravanan demo, right? So I have simply save. Now you can see that contact in that account. That is that is the behavior we want in our flow builder. Okay, so we need to mention our account behind the screen. I mean the UI screen, we choose the account name, but the behind the screen it will store the unique that account identifier value. The unique value in here, right, is the ID, right? We need to store that ID into that particular contact. Okay, that is the another next scenario we have. I have contact is creating, but how to associate it to that account? Okay, so I'm going to uh, quick again to the flow. Uh, if you want, you can choose the lookup field. You can choose the lookup, right? Lookup means that is the lookup. If I in the contact page I have a account name, right? That is the lookup field I have, right? Any account I can type, it will show in here. That is the lookup. So in the same lookup we can achieve in the flow. So the lookup. Okay. Lookup AP name, account, but some different details here. Label, account name, object name. We need to account lookup, right? At the time we need to detail where is the account lookup here. We have account object name called contact, right? Contact is the API name. Field API name is the account ID. Because the contact, the standard Salesforce object, is directly connected to the account. So I mentioned that account. I know the API name, so I mentioned the account ID. Okay. Yeah. So now I had done. We need to select in the create element, right? In that contact object field account ID, right? That is the API name, account ID. So that's why I mentioned in the screen element account ID. So which account ID I want in the screen component, right? I drag the account, lookup, record ID, not name. We need to store the record ID. Yeah, I think everything done. I have a quick recap. I created a one. I drag and drop the one lookup component. So we need to mention the object API name and the account ID. If any account lookup you can mention here, not contact. If you any custom object have a account lookup, you can mention the custom object API name and then the exact field API name. If you not mention exact API name, it will throw an error in the running time. Okay, we need to mention the exact API name here. Okay, done. Again, save us. The again is the fourth version activated. Yeah. Now come to our account. Now I click that account. If you want the if you any account name you can mention. Like right now, I'm using the Saravanan demo. Update contact. The contact has been created. Finish. Once finish, it will automatically refresh the standard component. You don't no need to worry about the. We need to refresh the page. No need. So once the finish, it will showing the it will automatically refresh the standard component. You can see, right? It will showing under this account, right? This is uh, uh, we 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 need to know about the basic understanding of. We need to require basic understanding of basic require knowledge of logic and the program skill. We need to uh, record to create a flow, because simple screen you can create, but we need to some logic at the time. We need to we record to know about the uh, basic logical thinking. Okay, so okay, now I show to how to. Right now the version 4 is activated. I will show you how to. If a client wants to the rollback, I don't want the new future. I want the old future. If you are, if a client asking at the time, you can go to the flows. You can see, you can create a multiple list view here. Now I have created one screen flows. You can see the screen flow. Our flow, the quick contact page, right? Sorry, you can see right side corner, you can see the drop down, right? Drop down, you can view details and versions. In the view details and versions, you can see the active version is 4. If you want, you can activate the 3 version. If you any flow, you have only one activate version. Okay, should be only one line. If you activate it, automatically the fourth version is deactivated. It will showing the previous future. Okay. Okay. I think okay. The come from the sixth scenario. The contact should not created if there is any duplicate contact found. How to do this? Right now we have created the contact. Once the created time, we need to check any duplicate records. Same that contact we need to check. Okay, so that is the scenario 6. So I have anyone tell me how to check in the flow builder to uh, how to check the duplicate records here. Duplicate contact means is the email. Duplicate emails here. Right now we can consider the email as the duplicate. How to check?
We need to query all the contacts associated to that account and then check the email, whether the same email, whether the same contact or with the email exists or not, like this.
This email, right?
Right.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is right. We need to which
Get,
element I we need to use. Yeah, sorry.
get, get record.
Decision, right? Yes, right. Decision. Before decision, we need to query that contact record. This contact is already this contact, not this contact. This email is already in the database. We need to check, right? At the time, we need query to check. Okay, only way. So again, I go to this the quick screen. The first screen, quick contact. In this middle, we need to query that contact because uh, we need to know about the wherever your logic we need to put, right? So I'm going to create first I get the records. You can see that that's a SOQL, Salesforce object query language. So you can drag the get records, get contact. We can mention get duplicate contact. Okay, contact. Okay, I choose the contact record. We have more conditional requirements. We can query all the contacts. We can query the conditional based and or you can the custom logic. You can mention and the 1 and 2 and the third one is or you can mention the custom. Right now we can all condition are because we need to we mention only one condition. Right now the contact email, right? Email equals to we entered the email, right? The screen element email value, right? So simple. I drag the get records element. I choose the contact because this is querying the database records, the contact. Which database records? Who have that email value? If I mention in that home address Saravanan.Tirupati, it already have, I know already we have in the system. So if I at the update time, it will automatically set duplicate. We need to show, right? So base we need to query that email, right? So that email is comes from that email dot value, the screen element. You can see, right? Already we have seen that. So I choose, you can query the one element or all the records. Which one I can choose. Which one we need to choose? Anyone know?
Okay.
All or only the first record? Before that, I'm sorting order. Right now, we don't have a sorting. No need. The record is uh, available or not. No need to sorting. If you want to sorting, you can ascending. You can mention the field based on the name or based on the date, created date records, or based on the created date ascending records, descending records. You can mention. Right now, we don't need. Uh, uh, if you have any one contact available in database, we don't need to create the record, right? Why need to query the all records? Because the Salesforce have a more limitation means is it Salesforce is a multi-tenant architecture. More anyone can log in, same anyone uh, uh, more members hitting the same server. So Salesforce have a limitation, the multi-tenant uh, uh, limitation means the governor limits. You can query the transaction need the 150 DML 100 circle is the basic transaction. So right now I no need to go with that. We have only the first record. On query, I query the one record only. Automatically, some of the automatically store all fields. Some Salesforce beginners or same Salesforce newly developing uh, flow developers automatically store all fields. I not recommend to use automatically store all fields. Whichever you want, you can store. Choose the automatically store all fields. You need to choose the which field you want. You can choose, please. Okay. And the third one, if you want to choose, also you can store the separate resources. Simple. The second one is that get record given same as the create record element. The create record element given one variable called the id. If you once created, it will store the id in automatically one variable. Same as the second option, it will given one variable uh, uh, that variable store the value automatically. So right now I don't have any value, only the id is enough for us because the record is available or I need to check. So id default id choose, we unable to remove that. So done. That's all I have. That is a free form. You can which logic you want, you can simply uh, drag here. You can whichever element you don't want, you can uh, out the path and you can activate it. Some Salesforce activate time that some elements not connected. So they so at that time we no need worry about that. So maybe sometime that future need, right? So at that time we remove that path. So again, get records is now the screen. I click the arrow, delete. I screen again. I go to the get records. You can drag. So get records. After the screen, I check the any contact record available. Again, right, decision, right? We need to check decision. I got the contact records. If already available, we need to check that uh, get records variable because sometimes it will uh, it will getting the result, right? We need to check which path we can go. Okay. Decision element same as uh, simple. I will this a if else statement like, oh, I will check the contact is already available. available or not. Default outcome is else. Okay, so this is a decision label AP name. This is the if statement label AP name. No need to confuse why two times it's asking. This is a decision AP name. So this is a if statement. Which if statement? You can create a multiple if statement. If or else if. Some developers know about that. Uh, if else if, again else. You can create multiple if statement here. Okay. If you don't want, you can simply delete the. Okay, I deleted that one. Okay. Already. Okay. You can see now the record single variable because we choose the only one record, so it comes from the record single variable. Okay, I choose the record single variable, remove that dot because we need to check is null. Is null. We have a. I already mentioned the global constant true or false. If if I queried the I mentioned the queried record values and is null true. If means the record is not in the database. If is null false, this record is in the database. Okay. So I true. Okay. Again I drag the get record to decision. The decision to record. How you can we have two separate if statement. Sorry, the if statement have a two. The record have we have one path. If else we don't have a two path, right? If you drag the decision to create record, it will automatically show which path I can choose. Is already have a contact, but our name is already have a don't have. Don't. Okay. Okay. Don't have a contact. You need to. It will automatically create records. Create successfully. If you already have a record, at the time we need to show duplicate records found. Same as again the same screen display text, duplicate error screen. Just this is error API name we need to mention. Should be without space. Error screen. Error screen. Duplicate record found in this email. You can mention that email from our screen, right? Okay, can mention. Also, I select, choose some picker. Done. Me to the screen. Okay. Duplicate errors. Now you can drag the decision to the newly created duplicate error screen. it's automatically path else. If you multiple if statement, it will again asking which path you want to. So here, so I think hope we are good. So save, activated. Refresh the page. I make sure that contact is available or not. Yeah, we already have a 700 Tirupati. So again, I go to contact. Above left, right. Yeah, you can see the duplicate record found in this email surrounded the Tirupati. Finish. If you click finish, again it will come from the first screen, right? Okay. I think we hope already we are running time late. Okay. Now you can, I hope you can create a simple screen flow how wherever you can want you can use. Only the screen flow you can drag and drop the home page, edit page, and the utility bar, the Lightning app builder anywhere you can want this. Only the screen flow, active screen flow you can use. Okay. Some of the uh, uh, the limitation we have, maybe the every release Salesforce updating the flow builder logics, right? Yeah, 2 years before I mentioned, right, we have a custom label, we don't have a custom label at the time. So client asking the different name for this button, so at the time we did not achieve that. So we have a Salesforce uh, 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 the, we are building the best automation tool. So because we are here, right? Though that is a flow builder. So yeah. So I think we come for the quickly. I think already Keso mentioned the auto launch flow. So runs up begin the screen. Tomorrow we have a auto launch flow, trigger flow, and the schedule trigger flow. We cover the that auto launch flow topic. Uh, oh, yeah. So best practice come from the quickly the best practice. Um, Plan out your flow before you start building. Okay. Uh, Please make the any flow charts or before you building the blog. Is it possible in the flow builder? So I know the flow builder, this is not possible, is it not possible in the flow builder we need to go the custom components, because custom component is anything we can achieve in custom component, right? So flow builder, we need to check before you start building the flow in the screen or any auto launch flow. You can, this is the best practice for both uh, screen flow and the auto launch flow. Okay. So build flows in a test environment dev. Right now I have developed in dev. Don't directly create a production, because apex and component, because the flow builder is the configuration, the customization tool. So we can, you can able to create a flow directly in the production arc. Someone know about the production, so no need to create into the production. We need to in the test environment dev sandbox too, then we need to push into the production. Okay. We can edit the apex class and the custom component, we can edit the components in here, right, the production arc. So but the sale flow uh, vice versa, we can edit in the flow in the production environment. So then no hard code Salesforce ID. Why? ID is generally is org specific, so don't hard code new or existing ID. Instead of uh, uh, create a variable to pass the value. Okay, that is the Salesforce recommend to ever hard code. This is not a flow. You can create Apex class or Salesforce because you hard code that ID. It go that flow go to production or any other environment. The ID is a different. Some at the time you facing the error, right? Okay. So then the best part wait until the end of the flow to make changes to database. Some flows we need to wait until we need to click the finish button. Okay, so until we need to wait. I think any screen you need to provide an error handler. Error handler means if any error occurs in the create records, right now we not covering the error handler in today class. Tomorrow we will, based on the time we can achieve that. Uh, uh, we need to discuss the error handler thing. So simple. I already mentioned the flow have a fault message. That is the error handler. You can in screen element you can display text. You can the flow fault message. Okay. Save yearly and often because once you created flow full start element, you drag and drop the 10 more elements. You didn't you not save at the time network is issue. We missed all the elements. So save yearly and often. Okay. Test as many permutation of the flow as possible, like same as before plan building the flow. Many time you need to test, then we need to push into our production. Then okay, next point, avoid accessing external object after DML. Some developers know about that. DML, once the DML DML occur, after that DML you no need to call the external object. Both developers developing admins, then this is not admin best practice, this is all best practice. After that it will show an error. I think I don't know the exact error name. Okay. After the after the external object you can uh, perform the operation DML. But before uh, uh, performing the DML operation, after accessing the external object, it will throw an error. Okay. So then final one, the avoid mixing DML operation on setup object other than Salesforce have some setup objects, say user profile role, user like permission, like permission set assignment. That is a Salesforce setup object. The Salesforce normal objects like account, contact, and custom objects, like any custom objects if you want you can create, right? So you can no need to in the same transaction you don't need to uh, DML operation. DML means create, update, delete in the same side. It will throwing a error. Okay, the same as flow as well as the developer side, the same